Oh, good evening, and too tired to play Mahjong. That's not a state of mind that exists, sir. That is clearly lies. Anyway, how are we doing? And do we need the music back on? So we have two people currently ready. We have Carol and Sif, and Dracon is probably along in a moment to pick up some points. No, not the lobby theme. Well, that lobby theme? I should get some generic background music for the start of these. I really should. At least, you know, better than this. It should be in the Discord link. If not, it's on the video. I will just go and post it into chat. If you give me 2 moments. Unfortunately, I have to hear myself, but that's fine. This should be it. And that will get us free, and then we just need one more person to turn up. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to claw some points back on Draconis today. That is the hope, the dream, and, you know, objective. Just continually go for direct hits on Draconis only. Might be a plan. It sounds like a silly plan, but might be a plan. Oh dear. And then we're going to do the new normal shenanigans on Soul tomorrow. I managed to recover from probably the worst start I've ever had in a single game ever. I've been complaining to people for discarding loose dragons at various points. I discarded a loose Dora East with 1 out, admittingly, but it wasn't a safe tile by any means against somebody with 3 honor tile calls. Yeah, dealt into dealer Byman. That was not a great start. Somehow I managed to recover that to 3rd, but yeah, I was completely undeserved at that point. Yes, indeed. I was spectating some of your game for a little while. Also, RIP. Well, let's hope not RIP. We have 6 people watching, and in theory, 1 of those should know how to play Mahjong. Feel free to join us. We don't mind. It allows the game to start and means I won't be terrorizing you with the music. We have a Draconis. Okay. So, as always, target the Draconis with everything we've got. I'll probably do an analysis round at some point later, but we shall see. I mean, it's possible. So, starting dealer, and let's get on. As always, have big hands. Don't have webcam on anymore, but my hands are the same size they always have been. Pretty much, anyway. Okay, so usual start here. Nothing too special out of this hand, in all honesty. If we can pair up either the east or the green before we go around, that'd be awesome. If not, we'll toss the green and then probably move on to the 1. We'll keep the east until we know it's safe. Largely because double Tondora 1 would be a great little hand from here. So that is what we will go for. Without bonus tiles, though, we are looking towards Tenhou, Pinfu, or at the very least Pinfu. Already have our pair of 4s we can potentially use. Just would need to draw a 7 dot in the ideal circumstance here. Or we just keep on the whole plan towards the Nageshi. It'll happen one day, even if it is an impossible hand. So, anything unusual to note? Possibly a Honitsu, but I'm not overly expecting that to actually be one. The 9 cut here is potentially a bit dodgy because obviously we've cut ourselves out of a 789 Sanjiku that we could have potentially got, and in fact would have got. That is unfortunate, but when you make a mistake, you unfortunately go with it. Now live on my channel myself. I've just got an announcement from email service, which is awesome. Okay. I could have kept the 2 and kept the potential side weight of irregular 2 free weight with those tiles, but we'll see. So we'll see if the game corrects my for a 10 mistake in a little bit and gives me my 9. In fact, it's not going to. That's 1, 2, 3, 3 sixes. Yeah, there's almost no way I'm going to be able to pull off that. One single 9 left on a 3 or 10 weight is not good. And also, it's a bit away from where we actually are at this stage. 10 discards in. We're looking at trying not to deal into other people right now. Pair of 5s. Hey, man. I'm fairly certain we are up against a Manzu hand on the left, but the 8 was probably the safest of what we had available. And if we get to cutting one of these sequences, we'll cut the 7, 8. Which is exactly what we're going to do now. Okay, 1 from Tempai. So 7 man, 5 dot, 6 so, 9 so. Gets us reaching something. We could try and play this bigger. We're probably going to get rid of 7 dot anyway, so there's probably not much harm in doing this. Alright, Bicky Reach is. So Sith. Fairly standard reach, has to be said. Again, hasn't discarded any Manzu tiles, making these the more risky things we've got available. But all the mid-low dot sequences here, we don't have a lot of good discards, I've got to be honest. 9 dot would have been a good discard. It means we have given up a potential Sanchiku. I call discard the 7, be in a double pair weight for Tempai, for Tenhou and Dora 2. So we'll go for that. 8 so 7 man. The 5s are also very risky, so I suppose I could have used that for 2 safe discards, but we're dealer. Unfortunately, 2 man means we're probably folding here. Problem is, I don't have a lot that's definitely safe against this board, do I? Nope, we are folding though. May seem a bit strange for that, but we had Tempai for that round, so we'll stick with it. If we draw a 3 man, we're back in Tempai again, but we are basically folded here. Free save. Yep. And we know the 7's safe, but we'll discard that anyway. So, okay, free play fold against the Reach, which was on a 4 dot only. That was a bluff. It was late enough, though, and on a tile that... Was that even for a 10 hand? Might have been. No idea. This, though, is an interesting start. Shame we don't have anything connected in our low tiles here, but... But we'll see. We'll call that since it's ours, and we'll see if we can force the Honitsu. So both me and Kyle are making similar calls in this situation. I have the bonus of having a second on a pair as well, so it might have been worth waiting. I don't know. Because calling that now hasn't really advanced my hand. My hand really is nowhere near Tempai right now, and we know that this is a risky tile to get rid of, so we'll play West. Half flush kind of abandoned at the moment. Yeah, I need a hand that was a bit more together, or at least a third pair. If I had a third pair of something, then maybe I could go with it. Alright, we've risked the Manzu. We had to kind of risk it early, because otherwise... It's probably Tenhou only, just for a dealer repeat, but we'll see. If we can get lucky, draw a pair of one of these, or we can pair up the 7 dot, or... Nice. Okay, so we're now looking towards this half flush, which 2 calls gets us into a 7 dot weight. But somebody's got to play these tiles. There's one. Well, in theory, it's a Tenhou hand, which is going to be cheap, but also predictable. We can discard 1 7 to get out of it. It's still possible she's got a pair of Easts. It's still possible she's got a White Dragon. Doesn't have any Dora, though. At least no Dora showing. The 5 would, of course, be the Dora. Oof. Don't like that. Don't like that draw. We do see 9 8 and a couple of 7s, so it's probably fine, and it was. But Not a good tile. You don't want to be drawing 3s and 7s in against a Tenhou. Yep, exactly what I said. Don't want to draw 3s and 7s against a Tenhou because she discarded an early 1, but it's very possible she's got that. So 234 Sanchiku open 2,000 points. And we now know white's safe, which is useful information. We can't play the double Dora, so we might end up being waiting on that in a little bit. Well, against 3 calls, it wasn't too bad, that one. 2,000 points in Kairos direction rather than there. We had Tenpai, though. Worth a go. So it was either 2,000 points to Sif or 2,000 points to Chiral. We'll see. The hand was enough that it was going to do something, so we'll see. And the thing about it is, I mean, Sif's mentioning in the comments here, interesting looking hands are rarely the actual thing they look like. Honestly, it was looking more threatening than anything else, but yeah. As you can see, it was okay. It was okay value, certainly, but it was a single weight on a double with double Dora, so it was Mungan, I guess. Certainly worth attacking a 2,000 point hand for in most things. The first discard was Fedora, yes. Main reason for the initial Dora discard was to force something if somebody was going to be calling it. In this case, would have been Sif, most likely. Which would have given instant Mungan, true. But if I left it, it was doing nothing for me, and therefore I decided to force the issue now and know about it, rather than, you know, have to worry about it later. Because 5 discards in with 2 calls, that would have been a very worrying thing to have in my hand, especially if I don't draw any more. Meanwhile, we have 2 quick attacks going on here. Both of them are going to most likely be cheap hands. So we're going to risk our middle tiles now, just to try and help out some other bits here. So ideal hand shape is going to be Ipeiko Pinfu. No chance of getting too much else unless somebody is kind enough to Khan one of these dragons. Okay, so 5 so or 7 man for Tenpai. We have Reach from North Seat. After Manzi. Thankfully, we have a safe discard that we actually want to get rid of, which is always nice. No point in calling. Doesn't advance the hand, or at least advances towards something that works. Oh, we have the Peiko Silent Tenpai. Okay, 5 so for the win. One has been played. It's not the most impossible thing for it to come out of Draconis again. The problem is, how do we go about this one? Reach, Ipeiko, close weight. We've seen a 5.2 turn before. We'll have a go at this. We also played a bunch of the middle stuff without working. Didn't reach, so we didn't lose initial 1,000 to Chiral, who was on a cheap hand as we predicted. Okay. Second repeat. Going to pass the first one because our hand is a bit of a mess and we should learn from that and not do it the second time. We will definitely call that second East though because our hand is a little closer now. Alright, so Chiral discarding Dora on his second turn. That means his hand is again likely to be cheap. And our hand is advancing quite nicely here, although again, not for a lot of value. Maybe East only. I don't like calling for East only hands if I can avoid it, but it depends how much we want to kick Chiral off of that dealer position, and he's not. Yeah, he's 8,000 points ahead, but that's not really a lot for me to worry about in East 3. Yeah, we're not gonna attack this yet. There's other things we can potentially do. Okay, so we have that's a little more threatening over on Draconis' way. We'll get rid of our 1 here, keep us with a 2-4-6 shape. One red has been played, but I'm going to hold on to it for a turn or two just on the outside chance. Okay, so I don't like going for the hand, but we're one away from 7 pairs, which at least is a more valuable waiting condition, and this red dragon would almost be perfect. The downside, I guess, is if somebody has got a pair in the meantime. Somebody drew a pair in the intervening turns, deciding to hold on to it a bit longer. Is that a better switch? With 7 pairs, you want to have tiles towards the edge, at least of what you're waiting on. So 8 and red are probably better than the 7 and 6. It's almost inverse theory, because the best tiles for you to have are the ones that are in the middle of nowhere and isolated. Green dragon. One green dragon was played not so long ago, so that's probably a safe thing to be waiting on than the red right now. At least in terms of getting the 7 pairs math down. It's about the same odds of drawing them, of course, but south. We've played a south, so we don't want to be waiting on it. Draconis, though, has hit south Dora, but the 5-so is safe to him. Nine dot is just about perfect here. One's been played, true, so the odds are not brilliant for it, but waiting on a terminal is always best, especially as this one's actually the Dora. Thinking about this, yeah. Yeah, Dora. We definitely want to be waiting on a Dora if we're going to go 7 pairs. So, 9.7 so green dragon, please. Unless somebody's going to call that 4. Sif is going to call the 4, so Tenhou, I doubt it's Honitsu from our discards. She could still have Green Dragon as her set, I suppose. So she could still be on bonus tiles for that. She's just played a 6, so we'll play one out. All the 7s are still available. Oh, okay. All but one of the 7s is still available. So about the same odds with everything. We don't want 2 because we played one already. Unfortunately, this means we dropped 2 pairs, which is never good when you're going 7. Probably means we'll also go silent on this one. Green has been played. We haven't played a 9 ourselves. 9 seems fairly open, actually, so we'll stick with that plan. And we're not going to call the East. Switching the Toy from here would be a massive stretch with only 1 row of discards left. Oh, and we just... Well, okay. As far as everybody else is concerned, we just decided to fold a bit. But, oh, that was annoying. Doesn't matter. C-mode anyway. So, opportunity lost. It was South Dora. And Dora, of course. So, South Dora free. Draconis takes the lead. We have a double Dora 5-dot in hand. And a triplet of Norths, which isn't that useful for us. We're going to get rid of the 4-man in this situation just because we can potentially have a really rapid tempi if we can draw something that closes these 2 off. Okay. Now it just looks like we're on something weird, which we are, but... Okay, 9 call from Bick. I wonder if she's going for some weird chancer shenanigans based on discards, or if she's just doing some weirdness. It's possible she's got a set of bonus tiles, possibly even the West at this point, so we'll hang on to that for a turn or 2. So draw 6, start dropping one of the pairs, I guess. If I draw a second pair, we might be doing something a bit weird here. Sozu Honitsu. With a 6 and 3 played, I wouldn't have thought it was Sozu Honitsu, so it might be Toy though. Okay, that's not ideal. However, since I don't think it's Sozu Honitsu, I think we can play the 8-7 without any risk. There's also far less chances of her being able to call the sequences, so... Okay, good draw. Alright, so if we can grab one of our pairs or grab a 4-dot, then we have tempi on 9 West. Is that better? I think in the grand scheme of things, 3 dot is probably our best discard here. Because if we draw a 4, it's still helpful. If we draw a 2, it's still helpful. Half helpful anyway. The 7 should pass, but it's one of the things Sif could be waiting on for a Chanter. Or a Junchan, I suppose, actually. Because we've got no evidence that she's got a set yet. Draconis is pretty much ready. Free man is safe to the right. Okay, Draconis going for a rapid Sandshrew potentially. So, based on everything we know thus far, we could fold north and be safe here. We could discard 8 and try to sequence things, so we're going to do that. We now know 3 dots safe as well. Okay, so there is a Yakuman for this, but I don't think that's what she's got. And Kyril is doing a good job of just ending rounds with cheap hands. Makes us the dealer again at this point. Play the north. So again, we've got a dragon start. This is our South 1 round, so we need to start managing something here. Well, she did have a, Honroto, which isn't the Yakuman hand, but is still reasonably impressive. So it would have been Toy Toy, Honroto, not Honitsu because of that, so we're going to take it in this case because we are dealer and we could do with a rapid advance of her hand here. We can also potentially be on a Dora wait depending on how this lies out, so I'm going to take that, but only because it's our pair. And securing the pair is sometimes important. That, however, we will take. So if we can close up either of these two weights, we're in Tenpai for the other one. Always the outside possibility that we can go for a Honitsu from here, so we'll see. Alright, 1 free so has been played. I think we're going to force the Honitsu. I didn't necessarily want to do that because it makes my weight slightly more obvious, but okay, so we have an open Khan for the 9-so. I have opinions about open Khans, but I will hold those back for the time being. Okay, white's safe. It's still 2 from anything at this point. It's not really been the greatest of hands from me here, but again, we're being dealer, we're trying to be a bit forceful. And we have Toy Toy Honitsu looking across at the moment. Which could easily be on this white dragon. Actually, no, it couldn't be, of course. Doesn't matter. Alright, so our white dragon's gone now. We are now probably out of this hand, actually, which is a depressing thing to be saying in South dealer turn. But I think we are out of this hand. I shouldn't have got rid of the 1. That one had been played a little while ago. This is me going a bit autopiloting, which I need to not do. South. She could still want South. Don't think she wants that. Somebody else might. Okay, Kyrill's gone for the call then. Kyrill might actually win off that, which would be terrible. Yeah. Scar's side of the attack is the best form of attack. South is the last one remaining, so that was not me paying enough attention there. We can, will not. And unless I draw 2 more tiles that help this hand out, this isn't really going anywhere. Kyrill has decided to Khan for whatever reason. And this means I can't really play my 5 anymore, so there you go. I bet it was. You know you wanted to Khan. He knows he wanted to. Okay, West could still be... No, actually, West can't. Okay, we're out. Which is really depressing. But this is why you don't go all in on hands that early on. You need to go all in when you actually got the Tenpai set up. How likely is 9 to be called in? 1 was played a little while ago. I'm actually more concerned about Kyrill than anything else, in all honesty, so... Yes, Kyrill waiting on a Tenhou 7. We did have a Chinitsu on the right. And that was my last dealer turn, just done. We're only 12,000 points behind. We're not in a problem position just yet, but we need a hand that we can actually win. Winning hand would be nice. Unfortunately, this is not looking very much like it right this moment. I could be wrong, of course, but I don't think I am in this instance. Oh dear. Okay, so white passes. So we shall follow. Draws aren't too bad, though. Draws have been good this round. Just the starting hand was a bit terrible. We send a north. We'll get rid of that since it's unlikely we're going to get the rest. 1-2 is probably the worst sequence against the Madura tile, but actually means we'll discard it in a little bit. Okay, dealer attack. Most likely Tenhou, but there's been some silly hands going on at the moment, so who knows. Honitsu then. Ooh, no, it is Tenhou. Which at the very least means it's a cheaper version of the hand. And nope, we are not calling in this position. Five dot is safe to the right. I surprised she played a 5 dot that early if she was holding 5-7 towards my discard, but some efficiency gains to be made, perhaps. And we have 3 definite safe tiles against for Tenhou, if nothing else, so that's probably where we're going next. Can still hit 7 pairs from here, but we need a lot of luck. But looks like, again, we're going to have to be falling out. Certainly if Kyrill wants to go for this. We've got 8 that's safe against Kyrill. We've got... I don't know. It is double south, so it is 2. It's not the lowest of things. Yeah, we're going to basically fold this one. Nine dots should be okay, but you never know sometimes. Oh, god damn it. Well, I suppose there's the auto-clicking thing there. I could have kept that and had another pair been one away from it, but no, I don't think 7 pairs was realistically on. I'm about to draw a 7, so not quite. So I think just discarding on 9s at this point and staying out of trouble is probably the best plan. Okay, Chiral takes the lead. Draconis loses some points. 39, but that's enough. The gap is 14,000 to the leader at the moment. If these were 6s, I'd be much happier about this hand. But they are not. In fairness, the hand is quite good, but not particularly valuable. And a little bit of extra value would be massive. Oh, okay, so my luck is just not with me at the moment. Later on, there shall be some more jam. For now, though, we're at least looking like we're going to finish with a hand that might actually be able to do something here. Get rid of the 1s. We've got a shot at Tenhou. Okay, we've lost our shot at Tenhou. With that, but fine. So Riichi Pinfu with a possible non-Pinfu weight. Actually, no, I've got 4s, haven't I? Well, we'll see. Love to draw a 6 just to get us a Dora and possibly push this hand into the relevant stack of this. Because I need 6,000 points just to take 3rd from here. Manga and Sumo would actually put me into 2nd. But this would need a lot of luck to be Manga and Sumo from here. Drawing a 4, trading that up. Possibly drawing another 7 to guarantee things on the Pinfu side. I mean, it's a 3-sided weight. It's a 6, 9 and whatever, but oh, okay, that's good. Right, we just hit some Dora. Had to give away South at that point, but that's fine. Have got Tenhou established as well. And it's 2 calls. If I draw a 4, 7, 6, no, 9, I suppose. 4, 7, 6, 9, and we are in Riichi, Pinfu, Dora, Tenhou, which is a comeback hand in this position. Extra 1,000 on the table. We might have to go for this, you know. If I can pursue with a 2-sided weight, though. Oh, how safe is East? East should be safe. There's Vidora. And that's Dora free, so we're not getting that side of the weight. That was an aggressive attack from the lead, though, but it was Dora free for the win. However, that has cost Chiral dear. That has cost Chiral dearly. This is why you don't want to attack from the lead all the time. If he had played that more cautiously, he probably would have still been in the lead at the end of this game. Still, that's Chiral's business right now. Right now, my plan is I've got one hand to win Mungan Sumo, and I have the wrong pair of win tiles. I can speak good English, me, occasionally. Not today, though. Yeah, so 6 gets us into a double pair, which is not great. Both about 2,000 points maximum. When I need a Mungan. So My best hope right now is to draw another East and hope I can Khan something. Or find a way to boost the value of this hand a little more. Drawing a 3-dot would probably be fine. That at least would open up the doors to Pinfu. Six-9 swapping, getting rid of 2 Easts. It's possible I could improve this hand to Mungan. But if I get to the stage of Tenpai and hoping for Uradura, I'm not likely to be getting enough to overhaul for second. I might have enough to overhaul for third, though, depending. Gonna keep the wind at this point because it is our pair. I know we've got another one, but you know. Deconnected. Okay, we will delay as long as I can. Think you're back. That's fine. As long as you think you're back. She may think she's back, but apparently disconnected again. I can't do much to delay this, annoyingly, but I am just going to discard that 4. Six-man is what I would ideally want. I'm trying to be helpful here, and I'm not getting the karmic rewards from the game. Although, arguably, I'm only helping out to try and get these karmic rewards, so how karmic are they? Alright. That's actually a bad take because I discarded an 8 so earlier, but you never know. Okay. Still 2 away. I'm just... Ishan Tenhou is a very real thing, and it is entirely my life right now. Okay. Yeah, discard the 7 here. I know we had the closed, wait for the 6 if I discarded the 8, but we're not taking that line. Not yet, anyway. You're welcome. 2-man, 3-man would get me there, I think. So, double hair weight, though. Don't want to discard 5 foot into that, but I really don't have any choice. I might just be no-10 in this last hand. Yeah, whatever I do, I'm in a double pair weight here, aren't I? Well, game's not quite over, I don't think, because that's only cheap. Does mean I'm in third. A totally earned third place. Having been in Tenpai, I think, once. Should probably keep this out because it's our one saving grace, our one route to Mungan right now. Our one route to a hand that actually would be enough to come back is drawing a couple of Souths here. So we are going to stick this flag and hope that we can get these Souths. Or at least one more. South, double South, Dora free. On top of anything else would be good enough. Sanji Kodoko on the left. It probably isn't, but, you know, the dream. It's got to be lived. So, quick attack Toy sheet. Draconis does not need many points here. Well, Tanya's building up, but again, we need this south. I've got a feeling that we've got a few people waiting on this south. Just a gut feeling for right now. Getting rid of my close 7-5 weight here, even though... Well, actually, I suppose I get rid of the 8-man, but no, we'll keep going. Kyril wants to attack for 1,000 points to steal my hard-earned 3rd place back. We've hit double south. Okay. So, what is the way back to a comeback? Direct hit on... Actually, direct hit on Sith would be enough. And if we can draw 3, 5... Oh, I suppose it wouldn't be Dora then. I wouldn't have South Dora free. I'd have Reach non-Pinfu. Now, I need to draw 4 5 or South here, really. If South gets played, that's fine. I can work with that, but... Extra draw. That's Hanneman. If South gets played by Sith, I get a comeback for victory. Because South for victory. No. South for victory. No. I imagine the other person has a pair of these, but you know. Flavor 9 up was safer. South for victory. No. I guess 2nd place if it comes from anybody else, but if Sith discards it, I win. Darn it. Yeah, I knew somebody had them. Oh, dear. Well, that does a thing. Well, from one of us, certainly, sir. Jeez. That was rough for me. Hit a dead. Actually gain points. You did actually gain some points. You actually are now on the board. Unfortunately, I lost a bucket load of points there. Actually, yeah, 26. Well, no worries. I'm not sure who else is around, though. That's the only thing, so... We may have to force the issue. We apparently do have 6 people watching, but yeah. We'll have to poke Aegon in Discord. If the worst comes to it, I will just swap this into a Soul Knight, because I can probably do that. Let's just see if anybody else is on Discord that is got any chance of actually doing a thing. Aegon is not around. He would be our usual go-to person for an extra guy. Well, up to a chat, really, but I may move on to Soul then if Kyril is feeling too tired to do things. To be fair, he was playing really well until the end there. Well, to be fair, I was hoping I needed those Souths because that was a Hanneman. And if I got a Hanneman from Sith, I won. I basically came back for first. I'd have taken second if it had come from anywhere else, but I had to go for that, especially when you dropped the Dora to make sure it was Hanneman. Because it would have been double South, Dora free, plus 1 red. Well, one more game then, and then I will go on to Soul for the rest of the evening because events and things to work out. So Well, I mean, I lost some points there as well. The main goal is just get Draconis off the lead. We need to bring some people who know how to play the game back. We need to bring Mordecai back in. We need to find Viking again. He was around at one point. Who cares about the points? I care about the points. I'm just hoping for a hand where I'm in Tempai more than twice in this. A round where I'm in Tempai more than twice. Hopefully. The last one was a good enough hand, though. It's just unfortunate with circumstances. I had to go for the bigger hand value, and that was a south only. And I don't like going into weights where you have to get the bonus tile, because inevitably somebody has a pair of them. Okay, good draw. So is the Surge Q a thing? Probably not. Itsu is a possible thing we could be getting from here. Itsu 2 Dora. So if we draw 4 and 9 and get something connecting to these, then that would be fine. First dragon is passed. Seven's not really helping us out, but we might as well play the West since we see one. And since it doesn't really matter what pairs we get at this position. So Cairo calls for second green. God darn it. Alright, so that 3 we discarded earlier because we figured it would be useless might actually be useful now. Alas, the way the game goes sometimes. We don't do false Itsus here. I've mentioned this before that it is kind of a false Itsu, but it's not really what we're aiming for. It's sort of a bonus. If we were to get the 9, we'd be waiting on a 4-7 with the upside. You rarely go for an Itsu. It's just something that you can potentially use to upgrade your hand. We'll take the closed weight here, even though we've discarded the 7 as well, and it makes it no better in our book, but if we were to draw that 7, we'd be Tempai for the 1-6. And now we're up against Draconis' Reach. So we're probably discarding this 8 anyway here. Risky is for 9. Probably too risky. Say too risky, but I really didn't have anything else to go for. So that's fine. We have Tempai. All of it's dodgy though. All of it, and we can only win on sumos. Okay, so if we sumo the 5-man, we basically are there. Discard West. Draw a 7, I just cry because we've done everything. Dora, okay. He doesn't want Sozi tiles, most likely. So we're going to gamble on this one. Oh, god damn you. Okay, fine. We got a bit of security here. How many 9 dots are left? Enough to make this worth it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for reach door of 4. Go for it. What could possibly go wrong from here? We've hit all safe tiles. That's something here. Come on, 9 dot off him. No, not quite. So he was waiting on a free-so bluff, really. I was waiting on a 9 dot door of 4 hand. But, you know, Mungan late in the game. Gotta have a go, I suppose. But hey. Mine wasn't better. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for it. 9 dot pursuit reach. Go for 4 7. Go for Draw 4 excuses a lot of bad weights. Yeah, but I didn't know it was his reach, so... Oh, dead. Okay, so banter had. Let's see. So it appears that my luck is being a little bit more this game, which is good because we need it. Downside, this hand still isn't all that valuable, but at least it's got one door in it, so maybe 2,000 points. Can't do any quick attacks with the Norths, unfortunately, but can potentially do something with the Green Dragon if we were to draw another one. Elsewise, it's a reasonable tile to get rid of next turn. Yeah, it is now. Okay, so... what is the optimal way this hand can go, really? Multi-pair. Multi-pair! I don't think multi-pair is really a way this hand can go, and I don't feel it's worth the swap. Well, let's go for it anyway. Middle dot tiles are probably the safest thing against Draconis right now, and he has got one call, so that's the consideration here. Also, it makes it look like we're doing something silly. And who doesn't want to be looking like they're doing something silly? Red Dargan, we'll get rid of. Yeah, that I suppose is the big problem. We don't really want to be playing Manzu into him, which we're going to be forced to do if this hand develops at all in the 7 Bears direction. Mind you, 7 so is not that much better. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. This is not ideal. Draconis is the dealer. I should really be putting some pressure on him if I can, but... oh, what am I even doing now? Giving Chiral a win. That's apparently what I'm doing right now. I'm giving Chiral Tempai, if nothing else. That might convince him to fold, which I would take as a victory, but totally not what I planned. Good draw. Let's get rid of my Norths here. We're down near at Tempai here. Okay, reach it is. Dora 3 and 5 and 8 are all safe. Tempai, unfortunately, we deal in with that discard. And that sums up my game that round. Well, we hit Tempai twice, so we're already doing better than the last game, I suppose. There's that argument. Oh, that was not good, though. It was a terminal. I had 2 of them. Was it the best decision? Probably not. Well, especially not since I dealt in. But I'd probably stand by trying that with no other real options and for having Tempai at the end. But unfortunately, this East 1 is going entirely Draconis' direction here, which is good for his domination of the league tables at the moment. Not so good for the rest of us. Alright. This is a bad wait, but we'll go for it anyway. So even if we draw the 7-man here, this basically puts us into a terrible 1-3... it's a terrible pair weight with less... Oh yeah, that might be slightly better. Might be. Alright, East for Sith. Okay, reach on the 1.9. Not expecting much from this, but you never know. Iridura might be a 7. Somebody might decide to Khan and help me out. I'm down here, but in fairness, this actually is a reasonably good weight. Because edge terminals are always the things that sort of... Oh, god damn you. Well, that's a thing. That's a monk. That's darn near it, isn't it? Well, that's a thing. Well, I think I'm done with that. If my hand wasn't terrible, I can play to that. We were at that stage though. Alright, I think that's enough for that. Let's, instead of this, watch me get crushed on soul for a little bit. Because clearly my soul needs crushing right now. Now I just have to go through and do some tedious setup. Because things are not aligned properly, are they? Alright, let's see how close this is to a thing. Apparently I've been adjusting things in the background here. No, it's fine. It's the way my luck is going, that's all. Apparently one of my settings isn't quite set up correctly, which is annoying. Right, so that's that. That's the browser source, that's fine. Yeah, okay, hold on. This might actually be a little more tricky for me to set up, unfortunately. Apparently the display capture is not doing things correctly for whatever reason. I mean, it's not uncommon for experts to be in silver rooms, in fairness. It's certainly not against the rules, so... Alright, let's try display capture 3. We will attempt to capture that, which is fine. Well then, I guess we're not playing Soul right now. because this is refusing to find my monitor, which is a default setup how I've got this done, so goodness knows what it's doing. Alright, let's remove that. Don't need that. Don't need that. Well, indeed. But I'm having to tell OBS that. Alright, let's go this instead. Window capture, because I can presumably do it from here. Grab the soul window, which it refuses to accept as a thing that exists. Okay, hold on. Nope. Why are you not accepting the window as a thing that exists? Well, I might be back on Tenhou in a moment. Oh, god damn it. Hold on. Just make sure it's not some crazy interaction between this and this. That's closed down. That's definitely on top, so it's not as if it shouldn't be visible. I just got lucky. I got ridiculously lucky, actually, with this. So, alright, let's remove window capture again. Window capture. Create new. Make source visible. Yes. So it's more than happy to accept most of my other UIs and things. It just will not, for whatever reason, accept Mahjong Soul. Or rather, Google. Well, actually delete that. That might be a thing here. What have we got there? Let's... See, that's the window capture that I think is for Soul. Not that you can see that. I'm seeing the random boxes of this. Well, the way this works, yeah, that's my next step. Region capture. Thing is, it seems to be bugged doing that, in all honesty. Now, display capture has given me basically a dot in the middle of the screen. So what I'm going to do then is, rather than that, we're going to go back and do some more Tenhou. Which, for some reason, has now completely bugged out on me. Oh, god damn it. Remove that, since we don't need it. Game capture, do that. Okay. I think OBS has just crashed on me, in all honesty. Or it's just refusing to capture windows right now. Oh, god darn it. Hold on. I don't have XSplit. Because XSplit requires you to spend some money. Okay. I know what I'm going to do here, which might not be the best of things, but give me 2 moments while I do a thing. Well, good news. Resetting the thing actually got it working, although I seem to lose the done window capture now, which is annoying. So I've got to do some adjustment on here. Bear with while I do some transformative stuff and things. Wrong side. So basically I need to crop this by a ridiculous amount here, and I could never remember the values I put in. So 400? Nope. Let's go 800. Far too much. It's nearly there. I'm going to go for there or thereabouts rather than doing this specifically. I'm normally quite insistent on getting it just about as close as possible. And then I've got to actually increase the size of the thing to make it fit on there, don't I? You know what? I might even just take this in a moment. See, this is why I normally do this stuff and things ahead of time. And I'm now cutting off the window slightly here. They cut your score by 3. I see. Alright, Silver Room. If you want to join me, I'm starting now. currently, my performance has improved. I did do a third, which, as I say, was probably the worst start to a game I've ever done, and a reasonable recovery. But we're just under the 500 points. So basically, we're back to where we started maybe, I don't know how long ago. Well, yes, I mean, you were complaining at gaining 2 points despite finishing third, sir. Gaining 2 points. I'll take every point I can get right now. Alright, if my luck continues on with this, we'll probably go back to Tenhou. And then I will see if I can adjust the screen to make it work. No, your performance, sir, is overwhelming right now. I just mean in general. This also probably puts you top of the not only the league table that we've currently built up, but probably getting you reasonably close to just taking the lead in the start of year thing that I know somebody is still checking off. Alright, so yeah. It's quite a good hand. Unfortunately, we need a pair of something to make this work for us, I think. I mean, that's a possibility. I'm going to give it a turn. We are looking at the 789 Sanchiku, which is why we get rid of the middle 5 at this point. Normally we would be getting rid of this 9. But we're opening ourselves up to a possibility, which would allow us to, you know, call this. Also gives us one more turn to get the white and reds and to confirm them as safe. Since we got rid of 5, we have to get rid of 6 now, which is why you keep the 5s and not the 9s, because there's far more tiles that are useful for it. I'm not going to take the pair. I can't tell if you're mocking me, sir. But I feel like you're mocking me. Alright, white goes. Alright, so the Sanchiku is looking out at this point. If only because we're drawing other things. But if I can get to reach with something... Ooh, okay. Sanchiku is back on. Hondora free from this? They're stretching, and that, I feel, would be a ridiculous stretch, sir. Well, we know 3 safe, so we'll go for that. No, thank you. It's a reasonable shot the 5's safe against that hand as well. Oh, wow, okay. West for Sanchiku, Dora free. I could get rid of that. It's just something I by default have on. Oh, can't turn that on in the settings. Somewhere. Oh, I can't change that in mid-game. So, reach Sanchiku, Dora free is a potential thing I've got from this. Which is Hanneman. Well, this is ultimately supposed to be a newbie channel, but, you know. Come on, Toothbrusher. Give me the west wind. I don't know why I'm insisting on Toothbrusher, but, you know. Ah, there we go. We begin as we mean to go on. Reach Sanchiku, Dora free. Didn't hit any Aerodora. But still. Not arguing of a Hanneman start. Sanchiku is a lie. No, no, no. It's not a lie, sir. It's an upside. You don't aim for it. You just use it as upside potential. I have to say, usually you don't aim for it. Sometimes you're forced to, but... It's not a lie. It's a reasonable hand. But it's just like the Itsu. It's possible Itsu, remember. This also is far too aggressive, but we're doing it anyway. Maybe. I don't like going Chanter, but this seems okay from here. Chanter has a lot of things that go into it, but that also means you need specific things. Because here I need specifically a 3 dot or a 7. I don't have to go that route. I can always just use the 8 dot if I want to. And now I've got a pair, I'm probably going to go for just the dragon only. We'll see. Yeah, it doesn't change things really, so we'll stick with the possible Chanter upside. So half flush over there. The one downside of where I've got the screen set up is I can't actually read what those are, and the number's kind of in the way. All right, 6 dot is horrible. We'll play it anyway. That's probably going to call in, but it'll be Tenhou Dura 1. Well, Dura 2 actually. No, Dora 1. For some reason I thought there was a red up there, but too far away and blind. That's the problem. And in all honesty, if we just play naturally and play defensively, we'd probably just ride out this to a victory anyway with a near 40,000 score. Okay. So, options. Yeah, I can just about make that out. But again, if the numbers weren't there, it'd be slightly easier to see that. Alright, this still has the upside of Chanter, but it means I can call things now. That's what was throwing me off, actually. Just the Dora Glow. But yeah, that is 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay. I lose the upside, but I have Tenpai now, so... Correct decision. Even got the upside of an extra hand to 2,000 points to make it not a completely worthless hand. Well, that's what I was thinking. I had 2,000 points, you had 2,000 points max, so why not? This is a bit of a mess. Let's hope we can get a West reset. I mean, Ipeco, not bad. If we have to go with this hand, it's fine. But with 6 terminals in the opening hand, that immediately puts us behind on everybody else. Okay, green has been played, red has been played, so we got a double run there as well, which is nice. Yeah, I'm not sure why. Not doing something weird, are you, by watching it through Discord? Because I know that's slightly delayed. Actually, I didn't post this into my Discord, so yeah. South still hasn't been played. It is my win, though, so we'll hold on to that for another turn. No thanks. 7-4-6 would be ideal, just to allow us to keep that door in the hand. But for now, anything that gets us there is probably good enough. 9 dot not helpful, especially since we discarded the 8 earlier. Okay, pawn for 9. Oh, we don't mind Toothbrush deciding to attack, because that means he's more likely to deal into us later. Ooh, very nice. Okay. So, double run, run, pair. You just need something connected to this 5, and we can reach for Pinfu. In fact, we're not going to reach for Pinfu because we're in the lead, and I tell people not to do this all the time. So, we will, in fact, Damaten and just, you know, take the possibility of even moving this into a 3, 4, 5 Sanshikyu. 4, 5, 6, I guess, is the other way around as well, so... Okay, so Toy Toy, Honroto as the absolute high value of that, so a hand certainly, but she's played an 8 dot. Alternatively, if we get the 8 man, of course, we just then go into a 5 single weight. And a couple of 2-Sos have been played. I think that should be fine for a Toy Toy. General defense against Toy Toy, play stuff that's already on the board. Doesn't always work, of course, but you never know. Pawn 4, grab that. This feels greedy. No, we're going to hold off. Feels greedy. Not safe. We got 2 safe tiles. I'm not going to give that up. Certainly not if we're just going to get that. Okay. Tanyo, Dora Dora. Too safe against us, so we stick with that. Can play Adora, of course, but other people are attacking into this, which is encouraging, because it means it's more likely that somebody's going to deal in. Chanter it is. 2600. And we have no objections to points passing between the other 3 players at this point when we have that much of a lead. And again, we get a slow hand. Well, actually, it's not a slow hand, actually. It's just got a lot of random terminals. But all of these are bonus terminals, so if we can pair one of these up in the next 3 turns, that'll be ideal. There we go. East has been played as well. I see a bunch of terminals come to me, and I assume it's slow, because it's going to take me ages to get rid of them all if they're not proven safe early. I don't need value anyway. I'm in the lead with 40,000 points. I just need speed. I need speed and the ability to dodge things. We're not negeshing from this, no. We have nowhere near enough terminals to negeshi from this. Arguably, in order to guarantee a negeshi, you need to basically be dealt a Kagoshima So. And even then, you're not guaranteed to draw another 5 for the end of the game. And even then, you need everybody else to not win. And even then, nobody's allowed to call anything. It's an impossible hand. I've said this before. I know it's been done. It's impossible. Hence JPB's nickname for me, Shadow No Negeshi Hawk 2012. Or whatever he actually put it down as. But I'm still Mr. No Negeshi. And also no green dragons so far. I'd also be kind of reluctant to call one in this position, I think. If we had the 7-man, then sure. Because he'd have tempo from there, but... Also, a couple of 7s have gone, so we might just be getting rid of this 9. Yeah, we'll get rid of a 9-8. I know we discarded the 4-so, which makes this a really bad thing to have randomly, but... Okay, that's... No, it's still not good, because it's still waiting on the 4. Whichever way you do that. Changes absolutely nothing, except possibility of 3, 4, 5 sand... Okay, 3, 4, 5 Sanchiku with through 10 weights. Yep. Seems good. Seems proper. Seems legit. Let's go for it. While everybody around me begins attacking. Yeah, it seems bad, but go for it anyway. Yeah, I should be stone cold folding from this position, but you know. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. So we got Chanter Hand on the right, which doesn't quite work with what she's got, so I imagine it's Honitsu. The fact they went to Chanter first just shows I've been playing on Soul too long. Okay. Green Dragon's still not safe. 3 dot is safe. We'll get rid of that. And probably play the 8 dots. Nope, nope, we're out of this. 4 turns left, we are out of this. And again. Points passing between the other 3 players is no problem at all and gets faster dealer's turn with still a commanding lead. Well, this hand is absolutely the worst. It's not, but it feels it, certainly. Nothing connected apart from a pair of 7s. Oh, and the 9, I suppose. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Shall we play the Nageshi game? No, we're not playing the Nageshi game. But we might play the Kokushi Musou game. Yep, okay, we'll go for it now. Until this becomes impossible, which currently it's not impossible. However, with calls active here, it's not likely. Tanya only, I would guess, based on that. The fact that she's got nothing but Manzi tiles and called a Manzi set. You see, this is a starting hand where it's still bad to go for it. But it's not impossible yet, so we keep going. Oh dear, this is going to end up being nonsense, isn't it? It is. We are looking at half flush here, although we're not really looking at anything at this point with those to get rid of. So 5 away from Kokushi Musou. Kokushi is such a bad... No, I've got 8. This is a bad... Even if this was a starting hand, this would be unlikely to pay off. It's still bad. Alright, 9. If this is a starting hand, you could legitimately think about it. It's still not likely to pay off. But you could legitimately have a consideration. This is also when you're allowed to just auto-fold the hand. That has not helped. That has, in fact, just put you there. 5% odds for a 9 starting hand. Yep, that's about right. I'd imagine it is right. So 1 dot, 9 dot, white dragon. And we're discarding the 9s now. So we have to dodge for Tenhou as well. But neither of them look like they want Suzu. We could try it, but... I was hoping that was a Tenhou dealing. Come on. Somebody remind me to be sensible here, please. No. 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 Just no. No. Not happening. Absolutely will not happen. Look, I'm at 40k. I mean, what's the value of a hand, really? Dot Honitsu is what I would guess. Thankfully, we got rid of all our dots early on, but, you know. No, because I'd still need 1 dot and things for this. This is still quite a way away. I haven't drawn a white dragon as well, so... things are not lining up for me at the moment. Yeah, no, this was not on. I really don't. That's the thing. It's a Tenhou hand on the right, which my hand is eminently able to deal with, and then it's just avoiding the probable dot Honitsu up top and whatever this nonsense is. 9 dot again. Alright, 6 dot's safe. Also got Red Dragon for the last turn, so we're fine. Even if we get an extra draw here, which we shouldn't do. So, 2-player Tenpai. Couple of 1,000 points on the board. I'll lose a little bit. Absolutely no problem with that. $1,500 to not deal in and to move it into South 2. Okay, this is a good hand. This might even be a great hand. Let's go for Kokushi Maso again. Nobody would expect Kokushi from this hand. And thankfully people are attacking. Why not? Alright, so Honitsu Toy Toy as an absolute high end from Tooth. Green Dragon is the only dodgy tile left, so we'll consider. Might just get rid of our closed weight here next. Maybe not. No. We're not considering Shinichi Toy Toy. Well, I am considering Shinichi Toy Toy, but I'd imagine, I imagine we're just going to be faster than it. Okay, so south for Yaku. I think we'd have to reach this to make it work. Since I have to get rid of the door anyway, we'll reach it. I was considering delaying a little bit, but since we have to get rid of Adora anyway to get any advancement, there's no point in waiting the pin through. And we got the hand anyway. And with people going for silly weights, it was always possible that 5 could have come out from her. Especially since I had 2 when it was... That makes any kind of Honitsu less likely. If somebody's holding a set of the middle tiles, but... That was it. This is another quite good hand, actually. We'll risk the green next and see where it goes from there. But, yeah, this is a possible Shades game. And if we get to South 4, well, I am dealer for South 4. So clearly we're going to do something stupid. We're going to go for Kokushi So on the next hand. Almost regardless of what we get, Kokushi So on the next hand. You know, until it becomes impossible, which might be very early. Who knows? Okay, 2 calls from up top, so we have to be slightly aware of that. Again, probably Dot Honitsu, based on initial discards, but we'll see. So here we've got a weird situation which happens a lot on Soul, where everybody's also attacking everything. Now, part of the justification for it is they need to get to second. Tenhou. No game on my Kokushi. Discard. Yeah, no, we might do that. Who knows? So from here, Sozi tiles look like the absolute safest thing to get rid of in the world. So we might even be doing that. We've got a triple call, so you have to consider triple call in Tenpai. You should really consider double call in Tenpai. But we see 2-2. I'm just deliberately pausing to see things. So 3-3. Yeah, fine. Not interested. Actually, that is just a Toy, actually. So we've got Toy Dora 1 on the right. We have a Dora in our hand as well, so at most 3. I don't think so, because I'm not interested in winning this hand. I'm interested in dodging this, but... Honitsu Dragon is ideal and could be valuable. I know it's not Manzu, but... As it happens, it is Dragon Toy. 105, 4. 8,000 points between the players, so we're not too bothered about that. Does slightly reduce our gap to second, but 24,000 points, we should be fine. Well, I was kind of joking, but yeah, we said it. We're going to commit now. This isn't the best hand for it either, in all honesty, but you know. What are you going to do? If you don't go for it, it never happens. So, east-south, 1 dot, 9 dot, and 1 man. Kokushi. At least until it becomes impossible. It's only an 8-tile start. I know it is only an 8-tile start. But the thing is, even an 8-tile start isn't that common. It says the amount of honours you draw. So... No, I've got 2 pairs, so it only counts as 8. I have to get rid of one of these 2. The odds are approaching 0, but it's not there. And yeah, pairs are the worst thing you want in Kokushi counting. At least in Kokushi maths. Not having the pair is actually a benefit most of the time. So I might just get the 9 and see about getting the Honitsu. I mean, arguably there's easier Yakuman than Kokushi from here. Yeah, okay. We're going half flush then. I know I said it. I know, but... But you only need 11... No. Who knows? Who's feeling overly aggressive? Green we know is safe as well. Red we don't, so we'll just hope to get a pair of reds towards the end. Yeah. I mean, I don't need the shades, but it would put me a little higher up on the whole games needed to get to gold rank. Yeah. Okay, chi attack, chi attack. We got no problem with you chi attacking because that means your hand is worthless. And you're currently in second. So West gets us into a red dragon only wait. Otherwise we're just hoping to draw either the 9 or the red. Yeah, slightly annoying. I don't know what this fold worthy against that hand in all honesty. Okay, 1-4 Pinfu style weight. Quite so, quite so. So manga between the players doesn't quite get her up to second. You need Hanneman for that. Plus 79, and we are above 500 for the first time in forever. In absolutely forever. Oh dear. Okay. Get my random coppers for the game for today as well. What are we on? Oh, we'll grab this. Thank you. They could have been hoping for a... Ooh, we get one thing. We want the games console, I think, don't we? Doesn't matter. I'm probably just going to sell it off for dust anyway. Oh, okay. Nerd! Possibly. Alright. Let's do a thing. Kyril does these. We're going to do them as well here. Let's go into free player nonsense. Name of the client is mahjongsoul.game.yo/-star.com. Mahjong Soul, you'll find it. I'm only playing on here because Draconis keeps kicking our asses on Tenhou. Okay, free player in the Bronze South Room. Which will be the first game of free player Mahjong on this place. Oh dear God, how terrifying is this? This is how Kyril ends his stream, so therefore this is how I'm going to end this one. Because we're clearly stealing from the better streamer on Twitch. Clearly. I've got 2 adepts here. Alright. So, free player nonsense. Let's go. We're not going to hit out just yet. I tend to wait a bit. Nope, hadn't noticed at all. No idea what you're talking about, sir. And if he's stream sniping, we're going to accuse him of cheating and get him banned. Because we care about this casual bronze format. Apparently. Kita is so in free player Mahjong, there's a tile restriction. So basically, there are no Manzu. The only Manzu tiles that exist are the 1s and the 9s, and technically, there's only 3 seats. So the North Wind is basically, for want of a better term, it's a flower tile, which in Chinese Mahjong is basically you place it for an extra draw. In this, you also get an extra Dora. So if Cairo wins, he has Dora 2. You can, however, use it as a normal tile in the game as well. Well, he's among friends then here. Read them. But free player Mahjong, you can't call sequences. That's the one thing you can't do that you can do in normal game. You can call triplets, you just can't call sequences. The game does tend to be a bit more call heavy though, be honest. Alright, that's me kind of being a bit aggressive and pushy here, but Chindura 2. The good news is we're at the bottom of this ranking set here. So we're not too bothered about most things, I would say. We're still also in East 1, so we're fine. Hold off. Well, I'm not a fan of free player Mahjong in all honesty, but you know. It does. I played the only time I played free player Mahjong, or the only time I've done it recently, was because of the. It's a way I can play with Shizu Mahjong with Vanna and the chat, and we are going to be doing more of that come Christmas. I would hope. I mean, all hands have possibilities if you think about it. But I am thinking Ryan Peiko here. There is obviously 7 pairs as a thing, but I am thinking more Ryan Peiko. Oh, okay, maybe not. We'll see. Ryan Peiko, though, would be awesome from here. Come on, give me the Ryan Peiko. No. Come on, Ryan Peiko. Give me the 2, give me the 8. We don't need it. Ah, fine. Hey, Debbie. This is free player nonsense. 8 pin for the higher out, but we'll see. 4 draws left. Debbie, Draconis keeps kicking our asses. Hence why I'm playing on here instead. Yep, 258, and we got it. Higher wage as well, so perfect. Mangan, and we get some more event points out of it. Actually, we only accrue 40,000 event points then. Oh well. Evened up the game. Alright, Carol has Dora free, so something to be aware of with that. We're going to get rid of our other 9. But yeah, we will be doing more free-player Riichi Mahjong, which is a little crazy, a little convoluted. But we'll definitely be doing that when we have our house up in Skelmersdale, which hopefully, before Christmas. We shall see, though. Okay, hit that. Let's go for 1. We know the 8's probably saving its Chiral as well. 1 from... Okay. Well, Chiral takes the hit as dealer. 6,000 point Mungans are still weird to me, but yes, it was a 6,000 point Mungan. Puts Chiral into 3rd, and he's in a higher rank. He's a higher rank than a lower level room. We might be kicking him out of his top level in a moment, which would be amusing. Well, I suppose there's only 3 players, so you get the 4,000 from a dealer and you get 2,000 from everybody else. The points are still the same, but obviously there's 1 less player, so... Direct hits, though, I think are still full value, which is a thing. Okay, east. That's surely too greedy, isn't it? Yeah, I think that's too greedy. I was considering getting rid of these, but... Khan! Alright, come on then. Nope, not yet. 1 away from Tenpai. Nope, red will call. Can't call anything else. Yeah, I think we go with the thing here. Actually, what is the best? Yeah. Take the 2-sided. God darn it. Reach Sumo, but not a lot of value there. Well, near Mungan, but still. Oh, we are due, actually. That's a fair point. Pushing Chiral even further down in the hole. Guitar. Okay, so we have Double Ton, Honitsu. Okay, we have Double Ton, Chanter, potentially. Yeah, let's... Red is probably the loosest tile here. I know it's somebody else is going to call it, but... Get the 7. Oh, wow, we're in. Gone! Nope, we're not going to counter Khan. Tempting though it is. Alright, come on, Tiso. This was not the best of ways to build this hand, I've got to be honest. Should have stuck with the Honitsu. But no, I had to try and be clever. Had to try and force a hand that wasn't on. Nine's safe. We're not getting rid of this white dragon anytime soon. We're not giving Kyril easy points like that. We need to punish him by forcing him into last place. For daring to come onto my stream and play games with me. Why are you carding here? We want Kyril to lose. Giving him Condor is not helping him lose. But yeah, we won't play the white there. Alright, let's see what we can do here. Dealer turn gone, South 1. We have Dora South in our hand. And Kara's on a quick attack. Yes, but Dora don't mean anything if he doesn't win. But yeah, this is why you don't card somebody when somebody else is reaching. You're basically just giving them 3 points. Probably a lot more than 3 points, let's be honest about this, but you know. Alright, we know South has just played, but I'm risking the dragon here because I wanted to know early. We've gone through all the bonus tiles now. Including our own one. Darn it. Let's quickly work this out. We'll go Yakulus for the moment because we can potentially upgrade this. We also have 2 calls from Kyril, so we want to be somewhat cautious here. Free-sided weight, much better. More South! Thanks, Kyril! Retread 5 only. Alright, got to lead it down to 2,000 points. South 2. We are South. We have a triplet of Souths. This is, yeah, this is a thing. This is very much a thing. Close the 8. Well, actually, we're not quite there yet. Free 6 dot weight. Not the best of things. I always tend to lose on the free 6 dot weight for no particular reason. No, couldn't Kita Kaiho. Or whatever that's supposed to be. Cool. Kyra risking Medora at that point. Oh, is he folding? It's me. Is he being a coward? He might be being a coward. Well, if he was being a coward, it didn't work. Hit the Uradura as well. We hit him for Hanneman. 12,000. I suppose free player Mahjong is one way to get the event points up quite quickly. Alright, all last. Can we bust Kyril out for daring to enter my game? Alright, no worries. I'm about to end the stream anyway, so... Getting 9,000 points from me is not impossible. So we got 2 Dora. Me bully? What? He's the one who dared enter this unannounced. He dared, and therefore I must punish him. Same thing if anybody else was on here. With the possible exception of you, because you're thrashing us right now. Nothing stops you. Okay, so we're giving Carol a call there. Okay. I don't know what hand we're going for anymore. Well, maybe I do. 9-6 for the Ipeiko. I didn't auto run. I normally auto run. That might bust him out. And if so, we have properly punished him for daring to join our stream. There we go. Deal Hanneman. 70,000 points. Put Carol to negative 8.5. 81 points only. Yay, we're all the way up to novice 2. Oh. No worries, sir. Take care. Well, on that note, we're probably just going to end the stream here. Thanks for joining me. Those who did, we will do more Tiles of Confusion nonsense next week, which will be more Tenhou focused. We'll be doing another Soul Day tomorrow, which will hopefully be doing ourselves up towards the Expert 1 levels. And yeah, I will catch you all then. Thank you for joining me so far. Until then.